Right, so I have returned once again today to actually deliver another stream of Orb on the Movements of the Earth, the anime series. Because I don't have any more manga left now. I've read it all. I'm so sad. So yes, to actually arc episode 16 of Orb on the Movements of the Earth. I thought there was a break this week, but there isn't, which I was kind of surprised by. I thought, oh, they'll have like a week break to actually then reintroduce Core 2, but no, they're going straight into it. So yeah, episode 15 was perfect, like always. I mean, what can we say? The show's just so fucking good. It's just like it's a masterpiece, bruh. It's just oh, I just don't know, man. This anime is just like when you watch like stuff like or be like, wait a minute, anime actually is good. Makes you appreciate shit in life. And yeah, I mean, like I said, Badeni, my god, that guy is the strategist of the century. If that guy was born 500 years later, he probably would have taken on the Kira case and actually probably found out who Kira was in 5 minutes. Let's be real, because that man can plan. That man can plan for days, bruv. And yeah, I mean, the reveal at the end of it was really, really well done. And I actually can't wait to see what they do with Core 2 as well, because Core 2 is even better. I mean, what? How can you say that? How can you say that, Joe? How can you say this core is even better than part one? Because it is. This core is even better. Like the last subsequent volumes of this manga are like cinematic in presentation. It's just so good. I can't wait to see everyone's reaction to this core. It's just going to be absolutely like amazing to just see everyone like react to it like firsthand. So I've read it, so I know what happens. But oh god, it's going to be brilliant. Oh, can't wait. So yeah, I mean, let's get a show in a row. Let's actually put on Twitter. Actually, watch episode 16 of Orb. We're orbing. We're orbing around. Orbing all over the place. Let's put on Twitter. Oh, watching episode 16 of Orb on the Movements of the Earth. If I can type in the word Earth, that is, Jesus Christ. I couldn't type the word Earth. Right, we got there in the end. Don't know why I couldn't spell Earth. Right, let me load it up because I haven't loaded it yet. Right, is it? I think it's on English already. Right, okay, so let me reset the timer. I get some water as well. My throat is very dry because I was speaking for a long while last stream. Not last stream. I'm still streaming. Last anime. It's getting really confusing. Anyway, yes, let's actually start this thing. So start this thing in 3, 2, 1. Let's start this thing absolutely now. Ow! Christ on the bicycle, my body. Say Christ on the bicycle and my body, but that's fine. Subtitles just screw me over sometimes. I've been waiting to see him for a while. Bro, he's not a Shin Megami Tensei protagonist. Okay, his voice. His voice is cool. His voice is so cool. Where's my laptop? Sounds like it's gonna take off. Fans are breathing so loudly. Holy shit. He's so cool. He's so fucking cool. He's so cool. Ah! I do love this show so much. It's just like, yeah, by the way, you just saw your like favorite characters die in front of you. Don't worry about it, bro. I've got even better characters. It's like, what the fuck? How's this show do this? Ah. I never changed the opening. Interesting. Also, I realized something. The actual character on the opening hasn't been introduced yet either. So it might get a bit confusing. Don't worry, they're even better. God, I love this show so fucking much. Oh my god, no Nowak. He's gone, isn't he, completely? Oh my god, they've completely changed it. Raffle's gone. Oh. Okay, he's still there. So is Badeni at least. Oh, no Jolenta. The fuck? With that Badeni scene though. That's fucked up, man. Oh. Oh! Oh my fucking god. God fucking. God damn it. How did fucking opening make me cry? God. Oh, that was good. That was good. A lot of it doesn't make any sense for anyone else besides me, but fuck me. Oh god. The differences were so fucking good. I was gonna say some words during the opening and just realized I just sat there and just like was in awe. I was in awe the entire time. I was like, Madhouse, you beautiful lads. What the fuck? Hit me with that shit, man. You hit me with that shit. It was so good. Hello, hello, how's it going? How you doing? Trying to get the tears out my eyes. Just witness peak. Just witness peak. Oh god, crying all over the place, man. I was gonna say to you on the other thing. What I kind of like as well about the immediate open of this core is the idea of actually how much the church is waning in power. I like that because it's one of those things that you kind of in theory see the cracks in core one. The idea of how the church might in theory not have the same amount of power as it had in the prior arcs. So kind of like how it's actually basically come like full circle essentially. The idea is like they're starting to wane in power. We might see it later on a bit more, but it's nice that the seeds have begun to sow, so to speak. But yeah, science, bitch. To quote Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad. I feel like Core 2's got like an upgrade in animation as well. Maybe it's bad but to begin with, but I don't know. Core 2's got a little bit of that. It's got a little bit of that sauce in there. It's my boy. It's my fucking boy. To be honest, if I had a mustache like that as well, I probably would be doing that the entire time. I will say his voice actor actually is perfect for him as well. He brings to life him perfectly. I must say, the person who casted all of the characters in this show deserves a raise because my god, they've got everyone like pinpoint perfect. I do actually also really love like how we've actually kind of got a very different character going forward now, because we kind of followed people of God essentially beforehand, the people that believed in God, but we have a very unorthodox character now, and I kind of like that aspect about it. It's almost like the entire manga is basically, well, anime series, just saying this context, has been flipped on its head in that kind of way. He's so cool. I know those guys. Well, knew them, so to speak. I don't know if anyone can put two and two together just yet about the Liberation Front, but it'd be interesting to see like when it happens. Essentially, I kind of want to. I just need to see like. It's so good, but I just want to. Kind of do wonder anyone actually can theory put two and two together just yet. I say it's very interesting to see the juxtaposition between core one and core two. Because don't get me wrong, in tone, it's not much of a juxtaposition because it's still the same tone, so to speak. But it's the way in which it's the feeling. So because before the time jump beforehand, the feeling itself wasn't too drastically different. If you get what I mean, the way it was presenting everything kind of felt very. It felt like a progression of time, but not in a sense like a lot of things have changed. But you saw it in the opening itself. Like in these years, a lot has changed, and I kind of like aspect as well. How this episode really is introducing like how much shit has changed in this world. Stuff we knew beforehand, basically, like very not as prominent. See what I mean? Like, it's just in this aspect as well, like, specifically, the stuff that we've been taught, the stuff that people believed is like, it's almost like what we knew it to be very obsolete, but now it's even more so. More characters, more people are actually starting to kind of see through it essentially. You're starting to see the hypocrisy behind it. I actually kind of like that about this show as well. This is 25 years earlier, so we're seeing the seeds kind of get planted with that whole idea. But 25 years after this, we see like it completely effectively. The idea, like even in the conversation with Smith was having, you could tell the church don't have that power anymore. It's almost they're almost just kind of there. They're an entity, so to speak. It's interesting to see as well, like how even though even though with the idea of the changing tides of the world, like how people still do cling on to that, they cling on to how they were taught and what they believed beforehand as well. Like I said, I find this part of this show itself just very fascinating in that way. Damn, it's almost like how it all began. So, bro, I'm just doing a bit of light reading, just chilling, doing a bit of light reading. Damn, bro's actually also very stealthy. He's like 1500 Sam Fisher. Ugh, this dude and Tony. No. Even the past, even 25 years later, this dude's still here. Ew. Evil man. Hate this man. Huh, very interesting. We didn't actually get the other character reveal this episode because the one who's actually in the opening. I thought they probably would in theory be included. I thought there might be like a ooh, little bit. Well, technically, it's a little bit of a reveal, but like a very very small reveal. Yeah, I mean, still perfect. I must admit. Not a single thing is wrong with this show, man. It's just so good. It's so good. It's kino. It's cinematic. It's cinema. Oh man, come on. Look at me Nowak's actual like familial aspect about him that's actually kind of cool and kind of cute. He's an evil man. I was so caught up with the fucking opening. I didn't even speak about Nowak last week. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, good episode, great episode overall. Really good. It kind of tells us immediately. It kind of tells us immediately, like, oh, really? Oh, interesting. Interesting, interesting. Kind of tells us immediately, like, the way the world has changed in the time we've kind of been away from it in a sense, like the 25 years. But it's like 25 years earlier as well. Like, I like how it kind of plants it within the time frame that was where we were last week, effectively. It sort of show Madhouse, I see you. I see you, Madhouse. Yeah, I kind of like how it shows us it in the 25 years prior as well, because it kind of shows us like more people are starting to understand hypocrisy behind the church, because it is one of those things that it was a matter of time before someone kind of goes, "Hey, wait a minute, bro. Why the fuck is all these things happening to us? Why do they get all these things and we don't? Like, we've been told to actually like live our life by the books and everything like that, and actually be humble and everything like that, while they actually have all these things there." And I like how it is one of those things like that we, as a viewer, as a reader as well, because it's all in both mediums, kind of knew the hypocrisy behind the church beforehand, because it always showed us it in a very literal sense, because the hypocrisy we saw was the idea of actually how they instill the teachings of the church through fear, effectively, with Nowak. How what things that we were meant to actually kind of think are a heavenly aren't. And it's one of those things that we saw it firsthand there, but I kind of like how we're seeing it in a very different way now. And I like that even in the 25 years afterwards, we're seeing the church lose its actual power. Because it does feel like as if they aren't the same people they were beforehand. They don't have the same semblance of authority. They're just kind of there effectively. They're kind of like an entity, so to speak, like I said during the stream. And I like that, because it's one of those things that you yourself as a viewer wanted to see the church kind of fall, because they were just they're assholes effectively to people. They weren't great, and now we're seeing that firsthand. And also, what I like as well in that 25 years as well, we have a character who's very unorthodox in his approach to belief as well, in the idea of Schmidt. I like that as well, because Schmidt's a very interesting character, very fascinating character for that reason, because he isn't typical of what you would associate with the prior protagonists, because he literally is a complete 180 of Badeni and Akozi. It's one of those things that I like how this show constantly does that. It constantly 180s us all the time, and it's in a very fascinating way. It's not in a very typical way, and it really does go along with actually kind of show us like not that every single character we follow will always be different. It's not always going to be a very. It's not just a. Then when they're not just a vessel, they're actually their own person, effectively. And I like that as well, because again, like I said during the manga streams, who we're following here are people. We're not following characters, and I kind of like that. They feel real. It's very hard to kind of pull that off, and I thought that this show pulls off perfectly the idea, like the people rather than characters. And I can't wait to see everyone's reaction to Schmidt, and also the character who's actually in the opening as well, who I guess we'll see next week. And yeah, I mean, the animation as well was really good this week. The opening as well, my god, the opening was fucking brilliant. Like they kept the same opening. I like how they kept Kaiju as well. I like it's my favorite opening of a lot of last year, but I like how the visuals changed, because it was very much less focused on raffle, because it's my pleasure. Thanks so much for actually being here as well. Thank you. God, my throat was dying trying that sentence. But yeah, I mean, you kind of do see that Raffle isn't. You could attribute maybe like how Raffle almost is like, I don't say like the church, but then that doesn't really make much sense in that kind of way as well. As my film studies brain sort of kind of took over a bit there, but it just sort of make, because I was gonna say, because his involvement into the show is very much less now, so to speak. It's very much more focused on the current characters. The same thing kind of applies with the church as well. The church isn't so prominent anymore. It's more or less someone else, but technically the seeds that Raffle sowed are what is actually in the show. So really, he's still kind of there, but just in a very kind of different kind of capacity because he's still in the opening. But he's not so prominent because beforehand he was literally like in the first 30 seconds and also subsequently at the end as well. But he's very much less now. It's someone else's story, and I kind of like that as well because it's not just focused on Raffle, it's someone else's story. And also, Madhouse, why the fuck do you put that scene of Badeni as well? Like, what the fuck, man? That was horrible. But yeah, I mean, I can't fucking wait for this show. So good. Right, I might move Ubel Blatt to tomorrow because I need to go and actually like stretch myself out a lot because my bones be aching. So I will probably watch Ubel Blatt tomorrow along with playing some more Cave Story. So that'll be tomorrow's stream, I think. So that is me done for today. So as always, you actually have enjoyed his entire stream as a whole on Twitch. And as always, do leave a follow on Twitch. That does help quite a bit. You will then see these streams live. You actually have then enjoy this whole entire stream as a whole on YouTube. As always, do leave a leave a like on YouTube, leave a sub as well. Both do help quite a lot. You actually have then enjoy this whole entire stream as a whole on YouTube as well. And as always, follow me on Twitter as well. Helped quite a bit. Also, actually will then know when new streams are live and any other streams may do as well. So I guess until next time with episode 17 of Orb on the Moons of the Earth. Tomorrow will be Ubel Blatt and Cave Story. Until then. See you guys later. Bye for now.